What is going on, fellas? And welcome back to the final games of the season. We are in a situation where we need to beat Bruges today and hope the Standard Liège beat Genk. And we need to convincingly beat Bruges and hope that Standard Liège do massive work against Genk. And then in our final game, we need to beat Centruidens, the team in sixth, who haven't won a single game in the split. I don't think. No, they have one draw. We need them to roll over and let us just dominate them in the second or the last game of the season, where we also need Anderlecht to absolutely demolish Genk, because we need to rein in a 13 goal difference and the 6 point gap that's between the two of us, because we want to finish third. It's going to be difficult. I don't expect us to do it. I would like if we could. I just don't want to finish fifth. If we don't finish fifth, I'll see it as a slightly successful season. Well, a successful season. For the game we are about to play, we have Sagnac in goal, Bertrand and Van der Broek as our wingbacks, Everett and De Gresse as our centre-backs. Everett has actually come on quite a bit in the last couple of months. He's done bits in training, so the first team football he's been getting recently has definitely been helping. We have Pavlov and Verstraete starting today. Boban is on the bench. Deckers and Zagorva start today. Zagorva back in the team again. Jacques in behind. Diallo rounds out our starting 11. Chapuis really, he's picking up an injury between every single game, and I don't really like it. The Leon man just doesn't seem to want to stay fit, which is frustrating, because he can be quite good when he plays. So we're going into this game now needing a win, and we need to win big. We also need to make sure that Genk lose. Well, we can't do anything about it. If Genk don't lose, it's not like we can say, take points off them, because I don't know, because we want points taken off them. We just have to do what we can and hope that they struggle in their games. I don't think they will, but I'm going to aggressively say we owe them after what happened last time, because we beat them in our first game, and then I don't know, we weren't as good in the first first round of games we played against them in the Champions group. They have a couple of quite tired players already before we've even really started, but I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. They're just going to, Rodrigo's just going to bait past us, but thankfully Sagnac says no, won't be having that. I am going to tell, same thing I've been doing quite a lot recently. I'm going to press everybody, because why not? And the assistants already picked the players that are tired to put it onto their weaker foot, which is fair enough. I'll take that. Anderlecht have taken the lead in their game. Genk are still drawing in theirs, but we are on the attack now. Van der Broek gets the ball across. Deckers! Michael Deckers gets a goal. So now we just keep playing our game. Just keep playing the game. I'm going to demand more. I want us to push. Why didn't any of our players react to that? Jacques, very heavy pass back to De Bruyne, but he keeps it. De Gresse, all the way back to Sagnac, Everett, Bertrand, Deckers, very heavy touch. But Diallo, that would if the keeper hadn't reacted quite so quickly, that would have been a spicy goal. Deckers clears the ball, Diallo picks it up. He's past one, gets past two, and he slots it away. We're 2 up against top of the league. This is where Standard Liège really need to get their act together, because we are giving them the prime opportunity to be within a point of winning, or to be within a point of Club Brugge. We're trying to give the league to Standard Liège. Livramento, Rodrigo, Pereira. Okay, no, I thought he was offside for a second there. He wasn't, but give the lads a bit of praise just before halftime. Ooh, Jacques is overwhelmed. Genk and Standard Liège are still drawing. Jacques just passes it to the keeper. I might bring Chappet on at some point in the second half, because Jacques is just being a little disappointing so far. Everett heads away. Pavlov puts Diallo through, but Diallo's offside. Of course Diallo's offside. Diallo's got such good finishing that it would just, of course he would be. Pavlov back to Verstrate, De Gresse, Everett. The ball moved before he kicked it. Ideal. Sagnac back to Everett. I'm saying his name different every time. Pavlov tries to put Deckers through, but now we're trying to close down Rodrigo. They also have Rugani playing at centre back for them, who is 30 something, and they paid 19 million for him. Zagorova puts Diallo through. We're 3 up just before half time. We still need Standard Liège to win their game for us to, to get the points that we need to make it so that we can still get third in the league. Standard Liège need to score. They're not going to, by the looks of it. They've had a player injured just before half time. Don't get complacent. Motivated or gained focus. That is exactly what you want. Should have probably told Verstrade to calm down, not get sent off. But it's fine. We can take him off if needs be. We do have Boban on the bench. But I don't want to have to make any changes just yet. They've taken Rodrigo off. Probably shouldn't worry about the players they've taken off. Worry more about the players that are on the pitch. Jacks to Van den Broek. He can play as a striker, and that's the kind of shot that he gives us. Pavlov with the corner doesn't find any of our players, and then Club Brugge's right back is very far forward. Verstrate has been sent off. Also, I saw that Genk just took the lead in their game, so that's delightful. I'm going to make you just ball win midfielder on defend. So we're sacrificing Jacques, which is kind of unfortunate. We probably shouldn't be attacking. Let's go back to balanced. Tell the lads get creative. We have just conceded, but their winger has picked up a knock, and they are out of substitutions. Alright, we're going to frequently waste time. We're now going to make a cheeky little substitution. Bertrand's going to come off for... go on, Lucas Tack. I don't think I've played him once or twice only. Poor young fella hasn't gotten many opportunities to play for us, because our centre backs definitely have been nailed on for the majority of the season. Everett to Tack. He's been in quite good form for the under 21s, so it's fair enough to give him an opportunity today when we're 3 up, or we were 3 up. Diallo. Keeper just pushes it behind. Alright, we're going to make one more substitution. Shepard's going to come on for Pavlov. Yeah. Give the lads a bit of praise. Kind of want to see some time wasting. This is not ideal. Hopefully Standard Liège can get... Okay, well, their injured right winger has just scored. The man, and he's legging it back. The guy is dead, and he's got that much energy. No more highlights. No more highlights. 3-2. Alright, we pulled 1 goal back, but Genk ended up winning 4-0. Alright, so 4th place it is. We're guaranteed 4th place. Fantastic. Nothing to play for now. 4th place. Proud of you lads. Didn't do all that well in the second half, but I'm pleased. So we'll just play the final game of the season as well. We might as well. There's no point in not playing it, I suppose. Anderlecht and St. Trudsunze scored 3 goals each in their game. Diallo, man of the match, superb in front of goal last time, well done. And I've overseen a clear out, have I? Working the club, no fewer than 10 players leaving. Fair enough. Right, so we will be back for the Trudunze game in just a second. Just to see, I'll probably play some players we haven't played much this season, just to see if we transfer list them or what we're going to do with them at the end of the season. Have a little chat then maybe about what we're going to do for next season, because we are guaranteed Europa Conference League. So it's going to be Genk and Standard Liège duking it out for second in the league. So we'll be back in just a second for that. So final game of the season is against Sint-Truidense. As I said, it's a nothing game, to be honest. It's more, I'm assuming they just can't. Yeah, it's nothing. They can't bypass Anderlecht. Anderlecht can't beat us. We can't jump ahead of Standard Liège. We're all from 4th down. We're setting our positions. Standard Liège could finish second. Genk still could win the league. So the top 3 have a bit of duking out to do. We've nothing to play for. So with that being said, this is how we line up today. We're going to start with Wojciechowski in goal. He's Polish as well, as I suspected. He's going to play his 4th game of his entire career for ourselves. It's going to give Sanyak a bit of a rest. There is a reason for a couple of the players playing, which I will get to when we get there. Bertrand and Van der Broek starting today. Everett and Boban starting as our centre-backs. Pavlov and De Valle as our centre-back, our central midfielders. Deckers and Bamba starting as our wide men. Chaput and Diallo up front. Diallo is starting because I want him to get the opportunity to be the highest player of the match. Was it the highest player of the match stat, something or other. He also won the Ebony Boot Award or whatever it's called. I don't know what the Ebony Boot is, but he won it. Sergio picked up a knock just before the game. Kaminski has picked up a slight knock and he also wants to leave. Royer picked up an injury just before the game, as did, well, I think Jax. Did Jax pick up the injury in the last game? No, that was like 20 minutes ago. So this is how we line up today. Like I said, nothing to play for. Just going to give the lads a chance to run around for a bit. I did want to play De Ruyter up front, see if he could get a couple of goals for himself, because he's only scored twice this year. Yeah, he's scored twice. He's played 21, but 80 or 19 of those have been off the bench. So he's not really had all the opportunities that you would that I would have preferred to give him, but Diallo has been in such good form that it would have been unjust for me not to play him. And Boban had to go into centre back because we had, like I said, a substantial amount of injuries leading into this game. That we were kind of, for all the centre backs we have, we were in a situation where we weren't really that well off in the centre back position. Bamba's managed to pass his man and kept the ball. Still keeps the ball. And Diallo gets himself a cheeky little goal. 6 minutes in. Bamba has probably done more in the last 6 minutes than he has done in his last 10 games, maybe. He's not done a whole lot of late. So I'm glad that he's come off the bench and managed to assist a goal, which is definitely nice for him. That's a bit of creativity. Shaput, you're the playmaker of all the players on the pitch that would need to be creative. It's kind of him. It's like his job, I suppose. That's what we're paying him to do. But it's fine. This is his last game for us anyway. He's off back to Leon after this game. So I'm going to tell the lads I'm far from pleased, because we should probably be winning this game by a little bit more than just the one goal. Even though 5 shots, yeah, it's been a fairly scrappy game by the looks of it so far. So you can't really blame anybody. I think it is very much just two teams that are like, eh. But Genk have just gone top of the league. Pavlov has just ballooned his shot high and wide, which, you know, exactly what you want. We are going to take Shaput off and bring on Dorogi. See if we can't get the poor man a nice little goal for himself, because he hasn't scored all too many, as I said. 2 for the season. He could be our starting striker next season, because there is a chance that we lose Diallo. Because I was having a look at some of the players. There is a lot of release clauses in this squad. And a lot of them earned for an awful lot of money. Devale, he had an offer from some Romanian team. Can't remember which one it was. That we accepted. He decided against it because he wants to move to Besiktas. Why Besiktas? Dorogi puts the ball across, and Boban, as a centre back today, scores from a cross. Yep, exactly what you want to see. Your centre back so far forward, but I suppose we do play with high lines, so it kind of makes sense that he'd be. And he was coming into the box late as well. Just fantastico. Alright, time to make a change. Devale not having a great game. Bring Bosmans on for 15 minutes. I was going to say a cheeky 20 minutes, but no. 15 minutes is all he's getting. And kind of want to take Van den Broek off. Bring on Aldorete. Not going to play him as a complete wing back. He is a centre back who we're going to ask nicely to play as a left back, who I'm probably thinking is going to be gone as well. I'm fairly confident a lot of the older players in the team are going to want to leave, because we've not used a whole lot of them. We have been very much a younger team this year. We have based our squad primarily around teenagers and the odd 20-something-year-old. But I think it's a good way to build for the future, and it just means that we don't have to worry about the squad at the start of every game, because there is restrictions, even though they're small. I think it's only two players trained at the club have to play or have to start the game. Dorogi. Yes! If nothing else, that will make me more than happy to see Dorogi score a goal. 3rd of the season. And we're only going to finish 6 points behind the eventual title winners, Genk, by the looks of the table. No, Bruges ended up winning it. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, they scored a 94th minute penalty. Oh. Sad. We're still 6 points behind the winners, but I thought it was going to be Genk. I'm glad it wasn't Genk. I'd much prefer our more local rivals to to have won the league than Genk, because for some reason I don't like Genk. I don't know why. Just don't like Genk. So I think this final decides who actually gets the final spot in Europe. Anderlecht finished third. They're not going to get into Europe. Club Brugge finished second in the league. They've won the title. This is why I find the Belgian league very interesting, very strange, that you can finish second but then go into the final 10 games of the season and win, even though you finished the regular season in second. And a team in the second division can get into Europe, which is just insane. Like, okay, I was going to say, how did a team who it was just the first phase? There's like, 2 phases, and then an overall table. The overall table, like they deserve to go down. They were terrible. But like, any one of these teams could have gotten into Europe as well. So, like, Udenarde could have gotten relegated and still made it into Europe. Like, that would have just been insane. Imagine playing in the third division of Belgium, but playing in the Europa Conference League, where we were last year with Dorogi. So, this year I think we're playing in Europa League. So, playing in Europa League is going to be delightful. I can't tell him that he's fantastic for scoring that goal. That's irritating. We're in the we're the Europa Conference. Oh, god damn it! I'm never going to get out of the goddamn Europa Conference. So yeah, that is how we are going to finish this episode. Next episode is going to be transfer roundup. Oh, not transfer roundup. The player of the season award, all the awards, all the best player, best 11, all that good. And then the first 2 games of the Europa Conference qualifier. What round do we come in at? Because we know from previous with last year that you come in relatively early. Third qualifying round. It's not what I meant to. No, it's not what I meant to press either. Europa Conference League. Interesting. Also, Dorogi. Just a quick little update. Dorogi did not win the league, so we were right to leave. Dorogi finished second. This time, better goal difference, but a point behind. They drew with Ferencvárosi in the final day of the season, which Ferencvárosi only finished 6th, and Videoton won their game, hence won the league. Markovic, joint top scorer. Fugete, best ever trained. That man's a beast. And he had the most assists. Markovic, second highest player of the match. Poljak, second highest in the clean sheets. I can't see too many players continuing at Dorogi. Like Aziz want to buy a Belgian squad. Chobit is could be off to Saudi Arabia. Fugete could be off to China. This is all very sad for me because I want to keep him. Damask is off to either America, Belgium, we're still linked with him, or Russia. And Lorenzi off to Portugal or America. Fernandez could be off anywhere really. He's gone off to a foreign land. 2 Hungarian teams and a Polish side looking at him. Don't think he expected that earlier in his career. You know, Portuguese and East Timor. Yeah, Portugal and East Timor could be off playing in random leagues again. He scored 8 goals for us last year. None this year. Shows the difference when an AI manager is in charge and when a human is in charge. Because 8 goals probably all from corners. None this year. Anyway, like I said, next episode will be a look back at, or a look at the awards, and probably the first 2 games of the Europa Conference League third qualifying round. If you've enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all your friends, all that good stuff. Do the things that make the people happy. Bell notifications. YouTube love when you hit bells for some reason. And if you like the video, it lets me know that you're enjoying it. And then I do more of it. And it's also gotten very hot all of a sudden. I think the heating's gone. Thank you very much for watching, fellas. I'll see you in the next one. I looked directly into my light. I know I'm blind. Bye!